Now, a lot more people are taking up driving these days. According to yourredcar.co.uk, Google searches for the driving test have increased by 194%, and searches for DVSA, the Driver Vehicle and Standards Agency, are up by 500% since 2017. Driving tests now have a 6-month-long waiting list, which really sucks if you just failed your test, which really isn't that unusual, as over the last 2 years, driving tests' average pass rate is only 46%, according to the DVLA. A 2019 gov.uk survey found that the top 3 reasons for failing your test were not making effective observations at junctions, failing to judge the speed of an approaching vehicle, entering a roundabout with a vehicle approaching from the right. Those were the top 3 reasons. So, what are the top tips to pick yourself up after failing a test according to Red Car? Number 1, figure out why you failed. The examiner will give you a completed assessment form. Use that as a guide for when you practice. Focus on your weak areas and improve. Number 2, book your next test immediately. Don't dwell on the failure. Don't let it get you down. Book your next test as soon as you can. It'll be some way off anyway, and it will be at least 10 working days away. That's when things were normal, but probably now it'll be way off because currently the waiting times are so long. So imagine at least 4 months before your next test date comes up. And especially if you want to book it at your same test center where you did your test, because you absolutely should. Always choose an area that you're familiar with and that you've practiced there. Don't be tempted to book a test somewhere else just because you're going to get it quicker if you haven't practiced there. And as they say, you must get back in the saddle as soon as you can. And having a date for your next test means that it gives you an impetus. It gives you a deadline to work towards. One more tip on that. Try to book a time of day for the test that avoids peak traffic times. Number 3, drive in different conditions. Driving in different conditions will help develop skills and reduce anxiety on the day of the exam itself. So try to get comfortable with all weather conditions. Also, try out roads that are often deemed perhaps scary for new drivers, such as dual carriageways. Number 4, practice mindfulness. Now, you expect it to pass, and if you failed, could be a bit of a shock. The worst thing to do is to let it make you anxious and allow it to knock your confidence ahead of the next test. To avoid getting nervous at the wheel, try doing something calming and non-car related the night before a test. Get a full night's sleep though, because you will need the rest. Try to stay calm and relax, but focus during the test itself. Even if you make a mistake, do not panic. Get over it immediately and continue as if nothing had gone wrong. They may not have noticed, or they may not mark it as seriously. And anyway, you don't want to slide into a domino effect of errors. Another thing, try to enjoy the driving experience. Realize that driving is fun and empowering. It's an empowering activity. The fact that you're in control of a motor vehicle is awesome. You know what? So enjoy it. So there you go. If you have just failed your driving test, I hope this helps. Let me know how you got on with your driving test, either whether you've done it years ago or whether you're about to do it or you are doing it, in the comments below. A big shout out and thanks to Jay Williams over at Air Technic, who are my top tier sponsors. Check them out for exhaust, brakes, suspension and even body kits. Also, much appreciation to my tier 4 sponsors Muhammad Ali Ahmed and Tom Conway Gordon, and of course all of these other guys who have joined me on Patreon. Without their support, I can't be creating the content that I am doing. Perhaps you can join them. Head over to patreon.com/browncarguy. Even if you can't do that, make sure you're subscribing and sharing this channel, which of course is youtube.com/browncarguy. Also subscribe to browncarguy.com and follow me on all the socials. Just search for my hashtag, which of course is #browncarguy.